Canada basketball combines my two loves in basketball, and so for me, it's kind of like a no-brainer. It's the thing I love to do day in and day out, and the country that's given me the opportunity to do so, and the platform to do so, and ultimately is the reason why I live out my dream. So it's just two perfect worlds colliding.
The Canadians enter this tournament arguably with the single best player in the entire field in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He is a super mega star. Let's go win a medal.
It's the summer before the summer, and there was never a doubt that one of the greatest players in basketball today would suit up for it all with the national team.
Something that you grow up wishing you can do, and kind of not being disappointed, but wanting more from in the previous years and wanting to contribute more, I know, for myself. I think it's exciting for all of us just because we can feel the energy shift in the building, in the organization.
As a basketball nation, Canada is very much on the rise right now.
It does feel like you guys all do give a about one another. Like, you know, like you've come up together. Is that real? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, absolutely. My cousin, me and him are super close. Corey, my first vet, I was in high school and he was like the first NBA guy to like teach me about the point guard position. RJ was on that team with me for a little bit. There's just a lot of relationships and memories that a lot of us share together.
Shai is the connector, he's the glue. He's the guy that has been like calling this guy and this guy. He's still very young, so we can have a Shai here committed to this program for a long time. And then he's gonna help us take that next step and be, you know, like ranked all the way to the top.
And it's significant to Shai that right there on the journey is family, and not in the way we usually hear when it comes to a locker room or team dynamic.
You talked about the relationship you and your cousin have. Tell us a little bit about that rapport, that relationship.
He's always been a super competitor, always been a guy that he wants and expects so high for himself that he's gonna end up great, and he has to because of it. And you almost have to dial it back a little bit, but that's the biggest thing about him.
I don't think there's anyone on this planet closer to me than he is. And just having somebody with me that entire time really felt like having a twin brother. Just someone who understood me, someone who was after the same passion and goals as I am. It makes all the difference because it's kept me on a straight path.
And then as far as the relationship, our parents, our siblings, he was born 2 months after me. We did everything together growing up. He's literally my brother.
Overseeing it all during their upbringing in Hamilton was Mom, Olympian Mom. Charmaine Gilgeous ran the 400 at the 1992 Barcelona Summer Games.
What does Mom tell you about track at the Olympics and what that whole experience is all about?
And she always hangs it over my head that she's an Olympian and I'm not. No matter what I accomplish, she always hangs it over my head. She always says it's like undescribable, something that it's like it's an honor to go to, just everywhere around the world. Every type of athlete at the highest of levels is in the same dome or same vicinity. And it's special and it's something that's like undescribable.
What would that mean to you?
Yeah, I think exactly that. Like something that is hard to grasp, but it's just so special.
Shai is an absolute stud.
Shai puts it in. His step back three. Oh, he hits! On the way, and Shai knocks it down!
If you're smart, you can get on that bandwagon, or whatever you want to call it, while there's still room.
How do you kind of characterize where you are at this stage of your career?
I feel like there's still so much for me to learn, understand, grasp with the game of basketball. It's pretty exciting just because like I feel like it becomes boring when you're done learning and you're done being challenged and things like that. And to accomplish the things that I've been able and blessed to accomplish, still have so much to learn. It's an exciting feeling.
What do you think some of those things are to learn?
I think there's always like guys that are like supreme at certain things in the game. For example, like Michael and Kobe's competitiveness and ways they approach the game. I like no guys wouldn't think of. Cerebral guys like LeBron, Chris Paul, guys that think the game in ways that are unheard of. Really, it's usually the guys that are mentioned at the, I guess you can say GOAT status, that do something extremely extraordinaire. But like those guys were once upon a time
dudes.
Yeah, in high school,
Sure.
playing on a basketball team, and had something special about them, and tried to be the best, and that's why they got there.
People being fans and recognizing my game is cool. It's a pleasure. It's kind of the dream, you know, as a kid. You make it to the NBA, you want to be a phenomenal player. It's fun. I'm not going to let it get to my head, though. But it's fun.